I was there with 5 of my god sisters and god brothers, and everybody didn't know what to expect. We received an invitation from the Mayapur management, please come, there's going to be a special ceremony. And we thought, what is this? What is happening? So we didn't know each other was coming also. So we were completely in the dark. So we arrived at Srila Prabhupada's room, and we greeted each other and had no idea exactly what's going on. And then when they brought out the Murti, everyone was ecstatic. Such a wonderful gift. Because in the life of any disciple, what is his central focus? It's the relationship with his guru. So for a group of thoughtful devotees to give this gift of Prabhupada, what better gift is it? What more can you give someone than a Murti, which is none different from Prabhupada, to give that to his disciple? We were all ecstatic. Such a wonderful, happy time. Because many of us are traveling, and this is such a thoughtfully prepared gift. Perfect size for traveling. Perfect traveling facility with Prabhupada's chadar and asana and beautiful, meaningful photographs of the past of Prabhupada sitting alone with, frankly speaking, low-class people. We came from a very low-class background. And Prabhupada picked us up out of that and made us devotees, Vaishnavas. So it's a very thoughtful presentation, a beautiful quote from Prabhupada on the box. Perfect traveling and beautifully sculpted Murti of Srila Prabhupada. I went through my whole list of contacts and sent out pictures to 35 god brothers and god sisters. Everyone became ecstatic. I want one. How can I get one of these? Who do I talk to? Where do I go? How can I get this deity? It generated so much enthusiasm and appreciation amongst all my god brothers. And I can imagine the same thing will be true for all ISKCON devotees. Who wouldn't want to have a beautiful deity of Srila Prabhupada? Especially one that you can travel with. That's perfect for traveling devotees, sannyasis, brahmacharis, retired grihastas who are traveling and preaching. To bring Prabhupada along. Because he's always with us. So to have an external manifestation, a physical manifestation of his spiritual presence is very special. And devotees say, where can I get one? I want one, I want one. And many devotees, god brothers and god sisters and god nephews and god nieces alike, everyone will want this deity of Srila Prabhupada. Very ambitious plan, Prabhu, because we're scattered all over the world. And there's an urgency also. The trajectory of the disappearance of my god brothers and god sisters is increasing every single year. I've lost so many god brothers, god sisters just in the last year. So there's an urgency to your mission also. And these deities will go from one generation to another. The deity will outlast me. This deity that you kindly presented will be worshipped by me. He's on my altar, you can see. Will be worshipped by me during my lifetime, and another devotee will worship this deity after I'm gone. And after that devotee is gone, the deity will outlast many, many generations and devotees. This body is much more perishable than a beautifully sculpted brass deity. So you're giving a gift for many generations of devotees. It's a very wonderful thing you're doing. So our pranam to all the Russian devotees who made such a thoughtful program for the benefit of all the devotees. I'm leaving for Ujjain on the 13th, and I'm very happy that Prabhupada will be coming with me, because I carry a shalagram with me, so it'll be shalagram and Prabhupada, perfect package, perfect mercy package, Lord and Lord's devotee. So I'm very indebted to all of you, and especially those devotees who sacrifice time and energy and such a thoughtful presentation. I'm very thankful to all of you for your service. Hare Krishna. My advice, as having practiced Krishna consciousness going on 52 years now, is to keep Prabhupada in the center of this institution, ISKCON, his ISKCON, his beloved ISKCON that he sacrificed in so many ways, and his whole life preparing to bring ISKCON, bring Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission to the world. So if we keep Prabhupada in the center, not just by words, but by our action, by our prayers, by our preaching activities, by our temple construction, by our book distribution, and if we remember generation after generation, each devotee's debt to Srila Prabhupada, then ISKCON can spread all over the world. But if we break into factions, guru factions, that will have a negative effect on the success of our society. Many amazing godbrothers are preaching Krishna consciousness in unprecedented ways. They have thousands and thousands of disciples. This is a unique achievement in the history of the world. But we should always remember, how did it happen? By whose mercy did it happen? And we should meditate on Srila Prabhupada alone in New York City in the snow, in his sannyas dhoti, in his thin wool chadar, his Prabhupada hat, and his white rubber slippers, trying to bring the highest thing to the lowest class people on the Lower East Side of New York City in the Bowery, with the drug addicts, the prostitutes, the alcoholics, the murderers, the thieves, the lowest class of society. Prabhupada came there and started his ISKCON with nothing, with some boys and girls. You look at old vintage film of what was ISKCON. We were just kids, teenagers, 20-something, 22, 23-year-old devotees. And Prabhupada, with that help, that insufficient help, uncultured, uneducated, spiritually naive help, created a society that spread all over the world by his power and by his desire to please his Guru and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we keep that consciousness in the forefront of our spiritual life, then there's all success for ISKCON. And that doesn't mean that you jump over your Guru. Your Guru is a representative of Srila Prabhupada. You're serving Prabhupada through the agency of your spiritual master. But Prabhupada made it all happen, and everyone has an eternal debt to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.